Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I actually recorded this yesterday and I had a bit of a brain fog and was not concentrated on what I did do. So I'm doing a voiceover for one part of this recording. This is where we left off with the right part of the journal, and after that I decided it was boring, so I have added a couple of flips from antique photo frames. I have just hand sewed them together and into the book spine with hand stitching. So just simple stitches and a bit of a glue, so it will keep it in place. And using some linen and then added some lace on top of the sewing. So we got two flips, one that flips up and one that flips aside. So now we're going to decorate these. And I actually realized I don't like the yellowish tone on the first flip. I don't know how I was thinking when I put that yellow tone. I don't like yellow. So I'm showing just a little bit of a cut on the edge of the frame, but we will decorate it so it doesn't matter later on. And the other side has this old tape that I also want to save. This is, as it's a original, it should have these small things so that we actually can see that it is original. This is a piece of an antique book page, and I have put that on a piece of file folder, and we are going to add a photo or maybe a old letter for the other side, and then it will be replaceable, so the new owner can just put in whatever photo or memory they would like. I also have picked out a few antique laces that I think could be nice on this flip page. So now I decide that this first flip needs to be decorated with some other color. I'm trying out different laces, but I can see right away that it's not so gray as I want it. So here I decide to take an antique book page and cover the first frame with. I have also picked out a few photos that we will choose from, but I had this brain fog and I couldn't decide, so I pulled out far too many of everything. So that's why I'm doing this voiceover, because it turned out really bad when I tried to work and speak at the same time. So hopefully this will be a bit calmer. So I'm just folding and making a simple measurement, and then I will put it onto the frame and just do some mark on the paper where I will cut. trying to get the corners straight and so it fits the frame. It needs a bit of color, of course, so I'm using antique linen, distress oxide, and cover the edges so they get a bit of this yellowish antique tone. It's a bit fragile, this old paper, so I try to not overdo it or be too strong on my hands. So now it's time to glue down the paper, and I'm using my glue stick as this paper are so thin. So if you take a wet glue, it can get these lines from where you have put the glue. So this time the glue stick are better. Then I'm just securing it with my bookbinding glue and smearing it off with my finger so it won't be lines of glue. That way we can still have the paper white and neat. Trying out some photos and deciding that the two girls will be the one in the front. Totally nice with this shape of the photo with this round upper part. So here I'm undecided again and don't know what to choose, so I'm picking and trying, and then I decide that I want a piece of an old letter from my farm. That will be on the big flip. And the back will have this old antique paper. And it was at this point I decided to quit for the day and start fresh in the morning. You know that feeling when you have got stuck and you can't do anything right? I had that feeling yesterday, and so tonight I decided I'm just going to sit down by my table and do small stuff and not think about the journal. This happens when I have done one of my journals finished and I'm going to start a new one. Then sometimes my brain is kind of blank. I don't have any ideas at all. I'm sure you know that feeling and have been there sometimes, and then you just have to walk away and do something else for a while. So today I'm just sat by my table and looked at some laces I got from a friend. She called me and asked if I wanted some old shawls that she had with different laces on. Thank you, Marie. This is beautiful and I just love it. So I got several of these shawls and now I'm cutting them up and using them. And when I saw this, I realized they are filled with flowers. Small flowers and a perfect lace where you can just do like this and rip, and you get this beautiful edge where the flowers is peeking through and you have this nice lace. So suddenly I had inspiration again. So I just took pieces of this lace and added it to this flip that we made yesterday. And then I suddenly realized I needed a embossed piece of paper, and I added this little print of one of my old see, I can't speak today either, labels, and another piece of one of my old papers from my farm. This is from a bakery. They bought something 2nd of March 1901. So I took a piece of that and put it on the journal. And then I used this lace that we saw yesterday and put that on that flip like that. And then I just continued with this lace, took another piece, made a little ruffle, cut out a couple of flowers, and then I put this lace here. So then I realized I had to put on the camera, because I had already done a lot of things that wasn't recorded. So sorry about that, but I just was caught up in my lace and just worked. So I think this will be nice. So let's continue with the other side of the flip, and I actually going to continue with this lace and kind of let it go as a red thread through all of the flip. So let's just take another piece and maybe not hang down, because it will be double, so maybe just do a kind of decoration on the edge. Maybe on the outer edge. Just need to move a couple of things so we are in frame. I really hate these days when you get stuck and your brain won't do anything that you want. You can't think and you can't find the right stuff, and you just struggle with everything you do. Gladly it isn't so often, but when it happens it's totally annoying and feel like I waste time. But I think we are back in business now, so just let us enjoy and have fun. Maybe we should have one more kind of lace, some other piece, maybe some crocheted. No, I think we will keep to the one lace on this, at least as a start. Then we maybe can put some other things on top of it. So let's rip another piece. Lost that on the floor, of course. I have this one too. This kind of nice. And this one is also nice. We need to have this open so that we can put in this piece. At least on one side. Put that down as a base and then another one on top. Then it just can hangs down a little bit. Do not want that edge. Then might take a piece of another lace. I think we will use this one. Should we have some color? No, we have the purple here and I don't want to blend in some other colors. Need to keep it calm for the eye. Some roses on the edge. Maybe 3 in the other corner, just to keep the balance. I will try with the paper and see if that's what's needed to back the 3 roses. I think that's better. No, that's too white. As I'm using original photo frames, it needs to have this old look. Not too white and screaming new things. They are a bit different depending on where you are cutting them. These small roses. Like that. I don't want to cover up this old tape. I like that look of it. That it's a bit mended and you can see that it's old. So, do we feel that this is what we like? Let's put in the girls and see if this is the thing. I have these corner pieces, but I don't think we need them. That will cover up this nice edge of the photo. So maybe we need something on the back of this one, so it's not so boring when we flip it up. Should we have something a bit more colorful? Maybe some of the old wallpaper. Now you can't see. Need to do like this. Maybe part of this old wallpaper from my farm. Could be fun with a little kind of of color at least. So I think I need to do like this so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to bend this and make sure we don't have a totally straight edge. I can do the same on that side, and then do a bit of a measurement like this by eyeballing. I like eyeballing. And then 1 centimeter on this edge. I think that will be beautiful with some color. So then we just need to put some color on the edge. I think I like it this way because I want to look at it like this, and I need to put it this way. So let's glue it down. Squeezing a bit on some of the sides so we can get it a bit messy. So now we will see it like this. When we open it up. I think it's nice with the colors. a little bit more glue where it meets the lace. We can squeeze it down. Don't need to cover the lace. Okay, should we put a maybe a top spot or something on this piece? What do we have? Looking at a few pieces I have beside me. I have some already made. Maybe something like that. Can use it as a belly band, maybe. So we can put something behind it. That is a bit big. This is an envelope. Not that one. These are too small. Maybe we should use this one. This is a copy of a back of the book. A really old one. Should we maybe use that as a belly band that way? With something behind it. That could be cute. So let's put this aside. Just going to do quick measurements. And do some fussy cutting. Take a piece of this linen and back it with. Do you remember when I told you I had been on the radio and looked for old needles, pins? And today they start coming into my mailbox. So now I have so many needles to rust, so that will be so fun. I'm so thankful for people that was listening to the radio and actually took the time to find the needles, send them to me, and one of them wanted me to pay for the postage, but the other ones just was grateful that I wanted to have their needles, so they just gave them to me and did send them to me for free. And it's totally amazing that people can be so nice to someone they don't know at all. So yes, it's amazing that people can actually do that without thinking at all. Just, yes, I can send you my needles. I won't charge you anything. I just want you to take care of my needles and do something fun with them. That's amazing. And then this other lady that called me and asked me if I wanted some laces. And then actually I need to show you something else. Another friend of mine had been cleaning a space in the basement and found the mother's wedding dress in a turquoise blue color. I will put in a photo so that you can see how it looks. And I just got it for free. Take it and use it and do something fun, or I will throw it away, the person said, and I just, wow. So now I have this old wedding dress. She was, the lady that owned it had passed, and she did get married in the beginning of 1930. So it's silk under the skirt of the dress, and the lace is amazing to touch, and just to know the history behind it is so nice. So I don't know what's happened, but all these people that suddenly reach out and give me things, and yes, I just is breathless, speechless and breathless for all the kindness in my world at the moment. And then we have Kathleen Sundby that did send me a needle book and a lot of other beautiful things she have made. A little pin cushion, and she's always so kind, and she wraps it so beautiful, so I almost can't open the packages when they arrive. So at the moment I'm kind of just thankful for all these kind people around me, and for all the nice words and your emails, your messages. I'm kind of just enjoying life at the moment, and all you kind people around me. So I guess I was a bit overwhelmed yesterday when I tried to craft and didn't get any inspiration at all. There was so much going on during the weekend with all this parcel that arrived and kind people, so I guess I just lost my track for working for a while. So what do we think? Could this work? Yes, yes, yes. This is nice. I don't even think we need some lace on it. or that was a stupid questions. Of course we need some lace. Not so much, but a little bit on the edge. Try to get this sewn edge off first, so that we get this ripped feeling. So let's put down a couple of pieces that just peeks out on the edge. I need to glue this properly so it won't be in the way when we put stuff behind it. And another piece on this side. Kind of perfect, I think. I think I'm actually going to sew around this. That will be super cute. Like that. Love that. Suddenly she got it right again, this lady. So I think we will stop there for today, and I will be back with this book, continuing and decorate it and put in some papers in it. Thank you so much for watching, and for your kind words, and that you don't think I'm a bit boring. You have patience to look at my crafting, even if I have a bit of a bad day and can't decide things. So see you soon again. Until next time, bye bye from Sweden.